didn't.
Cheers.
Hey, what's up, you wacky wannabes? Welcome to another episode of the Drunk Talks and Thoughts podcast. Again, I'm your host, RJ, and with me is my co-host, Alejandro.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'm Manny. I'm his younger brother. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we got the youngest brothers going against each other. Since it is the first time that Manny is here, we are also going to try something different. We're going to be playing a little lesser-known game. It's called Pong, but with a twist. Each cup is designated with either a number or a saying that says card. Whenever me or Manny makes it into the other's cup and it is a number, Dan and Jeremy over here are going to read a question that is associated with the number. And if it lands in the card cup, we have a little game called We're Not Strangers, in which you get very deep into others' emotional. Don't know where I was going with this, but
I'm scared.
and whenever me or Manny misses a shot, we have to drink out of our designated drinks over here. And what the fuck? But before any of that, how's your guys' week? Go ahead. Come on, say something.
It's been hell. But I mean, I'm good now. It's a good week now. Middle of the week. Yeah.
Where do you work at?
Work at with these guys. All three of them.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Just know we're depressed.
Just know that we have. I'm bleeping that out.
We were getting no, but yeah, and I also work as a bar supervisor / bartender. It's a different job. It's pretty lit.
How was your guys' week, by the way?
What do we do? Nothing too special. I think, well, we just been going to the gym. Well, you, me, and Vienne's little brother. We've been going to the gym.
Months.
Trying to get back into shape.
At 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's too early.
But yeah, that's kind of it. Just getting back into shape, trying to get my mind right with things.
School.
Summer school.
Summer school.
At least you're in school.
Thank you.
Good job,
But
probably.
I cry every day.
It'll all be worth
All the
it.
time.
Literally last
Hopefully.
night.
I think it's toll on you because I feel like, especially for summer school, they like, it's depending on how many classes you take, they like overload you with schoolwork. And then you're taking like, for me, I'm taking 4 classes at a time. And one of my classes is like one assignment per day. And then there's like a 10-page essay for one. And then, it just gets tiring. But I'm getting through it. I only have, I think, a week and a half or 2 weeks left. And then I'm done, at least for the summer. And then it's fall. But in between, I have like 2 weeks of vacation. So let's fucking do something, guys.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. What's your major in again?
Psychology? Psych?
Nice.
Yeah, I psychoanalyze people, so be fucking careful.
You tell them they're depressed and you get paid.
I mean, hopefully one day. Not getting paid yet, but
Yeah.
right now I just tell people they're depressed.
Oh, yeah?
Just
Tell me
kidding.
what
I'm
I'm
just
thinking.
kidding.
Psychoanalyst.
Food.
That's what I was thinking. Wrong person.
Oh, my God. I felt it in the room.
She's there, bro.
I'm thinking, you know the Olympic Games, right? You know the Special Olympics, right? Yeah. Now, this Australian businessman is like, you know how some athletes cheat using steroids and other drugs, let's say? He decided, hey, I have an idea. Let's take all those dope fiends and put them in a specified Olympic Games called the Enhanced Games.
Take these people and move them over here. But I mean, no, it's just funny because, I mean, it's steroids, it's enhancers. People are gonna go to the max
And like
and risk their lives for it.
sports that were kind of proposed on what games they wanted to do for the Enhanced Games was swimming, track and field, weightlifting, combat sports.
Mortal Kombat to the death.
Basically, I want to see fatalities in the Enhanced Games. To what extent? Like which drugs?
All of them, whichever one you
All of
want.
them? You think
Depends on who wants to win it more.
Bath salts. It's swimming, but the person on bath salts is like chasing you.
Have you guys ever sniffed bath salts before
No.
lifting, hitting your PR? No.
What about smelling salts?
Smelling
I
salts.
was like,
There's bath
I
salts.
don't know about that.
You just see like Manny at the gym just like eating someone's face. The guy was like, yeah, you know drug addicts? I'm gonna exploit that.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not like they're gonna be cracked out. We're never gonna do liquid heroin or
You
anything.
never know.
So
Rules are off the table, so you never know.
that's true.
Liquid heroin during how much? What do you think would be like the best combination? Like what meth and combat sports? Bath salts and combat sports.
What are you doing here about crackheads being superhuman?
So I seen some videos of a crackhead, like he would lift a whole refrigerator and bike with it.
What the?
Yeah, you're just like this and just biking.
Now I'm even more excited. Imagine like the cracked out, like imagine what the weightlifting like is gonna look like.
Dude.
And they're
See them do benching like 10 plates.
bro, what's
Holy
your 90
shit.
place like? You have to lift this fridge. Like you said.
You gotta lift like a Miata or like a.
I know.
Yeah. Hell, no, it's crazy.
Let's get into this game.
Oh god, the questions. Oh off the bat,
No, I'm just kidding.
we do need side cups. I completely forgot about that.
Do we?
You know what? Just put it in this bowl. There's a hair in it, by the way. But it's okay. Oh wait, no, never mind. We don't. Never
Why do
mind.
we need side
Ignore
cups?
me. I don't know. Number 9.
No. That was in like an actual one. I was just passing it to you.
Oh, okay. Now I'm ready.
Oh shit, yes sir. What's up, Christian? How you doing? You remember beer pong rules? Eye to eye?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Is everything your size cool?
Yeah, I'm set.
Stop it! I'm kind of scared looking at that.
You want to press it? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I swear it's like a jeans. You're on the wrong tab! All tab!
I am.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that was actually really funny. I rate that. What do you guys rate that?
10 out of 10.
Shut up.
I'm Mexican.
Alright, so let's start this game up. Alright.
What's that?
There's an AI of like a couple of Spanish songs, and it's pretty good. But if you want to link that too, I would be down with this.
Stop it. Alright. I to I.
Damn it. I stopped caring about like age. Like it really depends on how you are as a person, no matter if you're family or a friend or a rando. So I never really considered that stigmatism. But my mom, obviously moms, they have the youngest sibling and they're like, oh my god, chiquita, you're my favorite. Well, not favorite, but like you're my like precious baby. You're my baby boy or baby girl type of deal. So that's the only thing. I thought it was embarrassing. I was like, stop.
Is that a number or?
Let's see. It is 12.
Alright. First question.
How do you deal with anxiety?
There you go, off the bat.
I'm not laughing.
I don't.
It's like the Hulk in that one. I forgot which movie it was, but it was the Avengers, where like they're like, I think now is the time to get active to Bruce. And he's like, you want to know my secret? I'm always mad, and then he transforms. So with like the anxiety part,
You're always anxious?
no, I started going to the gym a lot a couple years back, and that really helped with anxiety. So not only did it help, but it became a really good habit, a healthy habit too. I'm hungover, like I'll wake up feeling anxious, but then as the years went by, I always like they're easier to control, depending on like what happened or like if anything bad happened, then I'd be a little anxious about it. Like I wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. Like say I only got like 2 hours of sleep and I woke up dehydrated, still kind of drunk. Yeah, that's probably the only way I've been like over anxious.
As
Like
someone,
anxiety. No.
As someone who used to smoke a lot, do you think?
I still do.
Well, compared to like how you used to, based on what you told me
Yeah.
beforehand, you used to smoke a lot. Was that also a crutch that you to like help you with anxiety, or was it more thought of as more recreational?
It was thought more as recreational for sure. And weed is not for everybody. Not everybody has that ADHD mindset or that like, oh, I can do everything and anything when I'm high. For me, I have to be done with everything during my day and at home. Or if like close friends want to smoke, then sure, I'll smoke a little bit. But if anything, I don't like I can't smoke during the day or like at work or anything because then I just want to eat and not talk to anybody.
You're more of like you like to not isolate, but you like to be in your own world when you're in it.
Yeah, because I think it's because I've always had serving jobs, so I'm like used to just being social all the time for work, and so when I'm not social, it's like the best time to smoke, so that way I don't have to try and talk to anybody. Try to be there for them, stuff like that.
Towards the end of when like my eyes going down, I like to just chill at home,
Yeah,
either just to like hang out or just watch anime or even just like I can understand like that whole like mindset of like wanting to
yeah, definitely.
because that's when you're most comfortable.
Yeah, like I need time to myself and just to like be able to. I like being in my head. If that sounds off-putting,
No,
I genuinely like thinking. Like I don't overthink or anything. I'm at like peace.
I overthink a lot, but
Boom.
Double.
this motherfucker gave me 2 questions.
I know. I wait. You only shot one shot though. That one.
No, I shot twice.
You shot twice.
One
Okay.
fell on my stomach and the other, yeah.
Alright. So I have card. Alright, the question is, if you could have it your way, who would you be with? Who would you be and what would you be?
Oh God, who would I be with?
Fuck. No. It's for me.
Oh, sorry. Because I shot them. My fault.
Fucking, hopefully, like I'm not speaking like romantically, but like I'd rather be as close to my family and friends as possible. Like as much as like I would want to be somewhere that's not here, I would also like want to keep close contact.
Go ahead. I'll fix it.
I would just want to be in close contact as much as possible. Where would you be? As much as I love Japan, I would not want to live there
Lucky. Why?
because like I feel like the work culture over there is very like demanding.
Yeah.
Say you were rich though, like you had like $10 million and you were like 40 or 35, right? You can pretty much retire on that type of money.
Yeah,
Would you
maybe
live there?
Korea
Why?
because I
Have
don't
you
know.
been there too?
No.
Oh.
I spent South Korea, not North Korea.
Yeah, they are nowhere near free.
My boy Kim Jong Un. Let's go.
Jesus.
South Korea seems like a vibe, honestly.
Mhm.
Like, not only is it kind of like very tourist friendly, I really like a lot of the food there.
Yeah.
And as much as I love the food in Japan, yeah, I just like Korean barbecue.
Hell yeah. What's up? Whatever makes you happy.
What would you be doing? I didn't. Let's get it. I don't know. I would want to do something. If I were to have the choice, I would want to have like at least some kind of creative medium, whether it be like graphic design or
Oh, that's
be
right.
like
Yeah.
just something that just gets me like creatively involved. This motherfucker gave me another.
Oh, yeah, number 2.
It's 2.
What's the weirdest habit you still do today?
Fuck.
Don't say eat your boogers. I know a lot of kids do that.
I still do this whenever I'm frustrated. Right, I just
Oh,
rub my face hella fast.
it's normal though, cause I've my buddy, he's got like 5 brothers, but 2 of those brothers that whenever they're playing video games or they get flustered, they go
They
rapidly.
just rub. It's not good because like I remember it got to the point where like when I was younger, I would rub my face so much, I basically fucking chased my eyebrows off. So good like 3 years of my like childhood, I had no eyebrows.
Actually,
Damn.
is your eyebrow kind of shaving off?
Yeah, it's kind of come back.
Oh damn. But like, what do you feel when you do it? Like, do you feel a sense of like cortisol like dropping through like your face or a little bit of like serotonin? Like you just like
So I feel like it's kind of a reset for me. If we're like, oh shit, all right, back in it.
Oh,
Instead of
like a
kind of like
focus.
this, it's just like, fuck. All right, let's keep going.
If you want to stop, get a nose piercing.
Oh, that shit would hurt.
You'll learn to stop.
Imagine if I don't and just fucking it's hole in my nose.
You get snake bites, the nose piercing, and then an eyebrow
You
piercing.
learn to stop.
Yeah, you learn to stop. Or you do it halfway, you just go like this.
You do it off of one side, like.
Off of one cheek. Totally fine. At least you don't punch walls. People do that.
About that.
Never mind.
You know that closet behind you? It had a hole in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw, shit.
Bitch.
Yeah. We should do shots if we miss.
No. we do shots if we lose.
Alright.
Number 14. 14. Yes, sir.
What's the funniest thing said or heard during sex?
Both of you to see I have sex. No.
Oh, I thought you said that to the person you're having sex with.
Okay. So, I don't think I've had really those kind of weird experiences.
You can't scare the shit out of me. Hi, guy. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
But I remember my bed's not the biggest in the world. While we were doing the deep, we fell off my bed.
Oh, God.
And unfortunately, I was the one on top. So I
Fell on top of her?
fell on top of her as I grabbed it. I'm not the smallest dude in the world. I'm a wide man. I'm a can of spam. So that was like,
Boulder.
that's my weird instincts. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice.
What do you got for me?
Add too much water to it. I got hard card. Do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, what for?
I don't think you've been fired from a job. I feel like you've quit because of like.
I've quit all of them. Yeah, I have not gotten fired. I don't like working for people that I hate. I'm working in retail jobs. Most of them are either depressed or they're ready to kermit at a moment's notice. And
What's the worst job you've worked at?
I'd have to say, Great America, dude. They treated you like prisoners, for sure. Like you'd have to get ID'd. You have to like clock in, check in, and then when you're like in the units, depending on who your manager was, mine was just some fat lard named something like that. But he was sexist to all the women. He was abusive to all the men. So we dipped. Oh, I dipped quick. I didn't stay longer, but I met my best friend, so I was always grateful for that.
And you also met Esky.
Esky too, yeah, the homie.
The boy.
My little pony.
Did you watch My Little Pony?
Oh, I had a couple of bronies as homies, so I was
Were they
forced
all
to
named
watch.
Manny?
Yes. No. They will be unnamed, but yeah, they fuck to the point where they even had like pony porn.
Oh god.
Yeah, I made a phone call off my friend's phone because I think mine was dead and we're at like Little Caesars.
That's crazy.
And he was so hesitant when I asked him for his phone. He was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was just like, "I'm gonna call my mom. My phone's dead." And he was like, she just was deciding whether you should give it to me or not. And I was like, "What's the problem?" And he was like, "Just don't look anywhere. Like here you go." And I was like, "Choose some thought." Like that's the exact thing that I did. I looked through his phone when he wasn't looking, so I think he was ordering food. And it was nothing but I remember her name. I think it was Rainbow Dash, and like the apple one, the orange one. It was like hentai, like of them getting like, yeah. It was.
Of course.
Yeah. It was what? There are people like that.
It was a great episode so far.
Furries, bronies. I mean, he will be unnamed. I hope he's doing well. Still love him to
Hope
death.
you're doing well, Hila. Hope you're doing well, Hila. Yeah, he's
No, he's not. He's
as
straight.
far as I know.
Yeah, he's not weird.
Drink.
I'll drink right now. Ooh.
Left hand. He's like,
All right, 2 cents. Oh, well back. Damn it, Jeremy, you gotta step up.
Yeah.
He just misses on purpose. Is that what you say?
13.
So 13.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you cried?
Fuck.
Every
Every night. No, I'm just kidding. It was like, have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy, the new one?
Yeah.
It was like, nah, I'm not gonna be like shy or like insecure about this because everybody cries. It doesn't matter. You can be fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm pretty sure that man would cry. But yeah, it was like kind of like Rocket Raccoon when he lost his friends and he like ugly yelled and like cried. That was the type of cry that happened. It was pretty like. I'm aiming on that one for sure because it's been a minute since I cried before then, so that's like the only time I can remember. 11.
If I was arrested, what would you think I was arrested for?
Either drunk driving or accidental like public indecency. Like you just decided to pee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Literally, those
I can see
things have
that.
happened lately, so I need to stop.
Honestly, you've been arrested. No,
No, I'm saying like drunk driving. Like I need to, or like buzz driving. Like I'm not like drunk and I'm not crazy, but like just the chances. Like it's easy to tell when somebody drinks, even if it's a little bit.
remember when I like drove you home? Like when you were like stupid drunk.
I don't remember.
You're
it.
right.
I was stupid drunk. You thought,
What'd you call me?
Jeremy, get over here.
Alright,
Let's go.
we're gonna take a quick break real quick.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's close though. That technique. Damn it. Shit, I wasn't looking. Fuck. Bad.
You got it.
Bad.
You got it.
You bad. Oh, good.
Someone believes.
One of the
You believe I would fail?
7.
I can understand. What's a weird kink you wanted to try but never did?
You know how in movies, like, most of them end up in, like, motels or, like, hotels and, like, they're, like, chained to the bed frame?
Most.
Yeah, like, if there's, like, a sex scene, someone's getting chained. At least, like, 40% of the time.
What movies are you watching?
I want to see the ones we
Are
watch.
these actual movies or
You didn't start with the intro.
We call them Spanish novellas.
for my
Oh man.
I'll take a carrot. I don't like fun. Yeah, I guess just, like, tying up.
You
Some bondage?
or them?
Damn.
Oh.
not him.
I don't know. He's like everywhere.
Interesting.
I don't mind being tied up to a bed.
Because then, like, once you get tied up, like, in those movies, the other person ends up fucking the other person over. Not fucking them, but they'll rob them. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it to them.
I don't know. If I didn't really want to get tied up by a stranger, I would want to be tied up by someone I love.
Well, I hope so. Random person tying up.
You're talking about like a motel.
Actually,
and, like,
I
stranger.
didn't consider, like, with your significant other. Never mind.
Think about those.
Yeah.
You dog. You dirty dog.
Clean as a whistle. Let's go. Oh,
Fuck.
ball's back, baby. Alright, what do we get?
Alright, so let's start off with 3.
Stress.
How many times a day do you think about sex?
Oh, God.
I don't think there's like a pause.
You horn dog.
Well, you are knowledgeable with
Shut up.
certain criterias. You let me remember. You let me do this. I wasn't gonna say anything
No,
specific.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, no, my man knows. I only know like.
There's one viewer, and I'm sorry you're hearing this one.
You guys genuinely just memorize the names?
If they like them and they watch them repeatedly, I'm pretty sure.
What makes you like them?
Them. No, I'm just kidding. The personality, of course.
What makes you like them?
I never watched porn in my life.
Good answer. Jerry, go name one porn star.
And and Jeremy were working on one for essays.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
was on
Pornography
frequent.
use.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, for like the psyche?
Mhm.
Nice. That's interesting. Because
It was. Because
what do you-
there's different studies.
What was the most interesting study that you remember from your physics?
Off the top of my head, I know. So there were 6 total that I actually like analyzed. A lot of them weren't really a surprise. They were like, coming from a woman's perspective, like they were talking about how it affected their self-perception. So like, I disagree with it. I don't encourage people to watch it because there's like idealized perceptions of like how sex is supposed to be, how relationships is supposed to be. And that was like, I knew that would be the case, you know. Coming from a woman's perspective. And then there were some studies that I forgot what specifically they said off the top of my head right now. But they said that there weren't really any notable differences between men and women between how they felt. Oh my God, I don't even know if I'm describing this right. I'm tipsy. This is not fair for you to ask me about my essay that I did like a week ago. But
I think you're describing
yeah,
it right.
there was like some things that weren't surprising, and there were things that were kind of just because of those studies where there weren't any notable things. And I always come into like with the concept of pornography, I guess, like there's always something notable between men and women, and that men rely on it more. There's more problematic use with men
Wait,
because of
look at me when you
society.
said that.
No, it's not. Well, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like I just feel like with what you know about society, like it's typical to think that men have more problematic use than women. So
They do.
maybe that's just like a bias. But yeah, with the ones that were like, oh yeah, there's not that much of it, blah, blah, blah. Those were surprising.
Well, I've met girls like that throughout my years that like are like porn addicts or like they watch a lot of porn and they've admitted it. So you're not wrong. Definitely not.
And like I feel like with consumption, like guys look at it because, I don't know, it's like, well, I don't want to generalize, but I think
Amateur porn is better.
there were studies where guys would just imagine themselves in that scenario, and then girls would look at it, quote unquote, for educational purposes, like what can I do to make my man satisfied?
Oh.
Like they would look at it because it's like, oh, my man watches this, so like, what can I do that this porn star does that I could replicate so that my man could
Exactly.
It's weird.
So,
It was so interesting to do, actually.
That's actually kind of cool. I never considered like research.
I was
porn.
Yeah, for a fucking class.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
there was literally like a different stimuli that was just like anything else, not sexual content. Then their brain, like the neural activity, started like working up again. There were cases where you could see, like it was evident that it started working again, or some shit just started activating again, and like to tell the difference between the two. I feel like girls can always say, or people can always say, like, oh yeah, when you watch porn or like look at certain things, like you're dumb, you're big dumb, like you don't really think about stuff. But when there's actual evidence against it and like scientific studies, it makes you think, like, oh shit, like they're right. It makes you like kind of reflect on, I guess, your use of porn. Dude, this is getting too deep. Like we were playing beer pong. Keep
More
playing.
interesting.
But it was
More
a cool thing to study for sure.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking pour the tequila into a regular ass glass.
I need
Oh my god, that hurts my soul.
Man, when you get your degree, I need psychiatric help.
I think we all do.
Okay.
She charges by that.
That's fine. Support the homies.
Thank God. You're a bitch.
He looked away.
Alright, Corey. Alright, what about me intrigues you?
Oh god, dude. Everything, man. You're eccentric as hell. Dude, your personality, it's like everybody loves you. There's nothing wrong with you. And it's just you as a person. You're like a light. That intrigues me.
Yes. With tongue or without?
And your knowledge. That intrigues me too.
No!
Mainly the first part, though.
God. I hope no one from.
What? Aren't both of them? Wait, what did you say?
I'm gonna kill myself. That's a shot.
Yeah, it's a shot. Yeah, it's a shot every time you mention a word. Cheers, lad. Cheers, guys. I know you guys are drinking. Go play Tamagotchi.
I did it. I wish I did.
She was fire.
I know a lot of people that did.
You watched Hitman Reborn, you watched Kenichi, but you didn't even have Tamagotchi growing up.
I did Neopet.
Oh, that's lit. Never mind.
It's like Neopet. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Play that one. Toontown.
I had like 5 accounts just to play for free for 3 days.
Oh god, everyone did. Our parents wouldn't let us like use the computer half the time.
Red.
Oh, it went to you.
Twice.
Suck that cock real quick.
Wait, I could just give it. I got real scared right now.
Yes. Whoa.
Whoa, size.
Fuck!
Whoa. One.
God, I thought I was supposed to do the interview with you. Alright, I got one.
Each
What?
knee.
Would you get your ass eaten?
Okay.
I would say no to both.
What was the second?
Actually, wait. Yeah. I would eat ass.
I'm waiting.
I would eat ass, but I would not want my ass eaten.
How do you know that you don't like it unless you until you wait?
The straightest
Don't
guy.
knock until you try it.
No, I know what you're talking about. The straightest guy I've ever met liked having his ass eaten, and it's okay.
I just don't want anything on my butt.
Have you tried?
Well, I wiped one time and I accidentally stuck my finger in.
Wiped one
And I did
time.
like that. So I'm just thinking like anything near my butt.
I love wiping.
Maybe except for a bidet. I would love bidet.
What? Why? Just wipe.
It's still clean.
I know bidets are nice.
Bidets are nice. Have you tried a bidet, right?
No. But
Why
like, say
Change your life.
somebody like me who has not tried it.
You're
like,
gay.
I'm peeking out the closet. Say like you're sitting like this, right? And you're waiting for it to activate and it shoots up. What if your spread's so good and like at the perfect angle where it doesn't even touch like your rim or like around your butt? It just goes straight into the hole and then splashes out.
Alright, I'm a kind of
What the
person.
hell does that mean?
I want
You know
to
what I mean?
Can't you just close your butthole?
Yeah.
No, but what if it's on accident though? Like you're setting up and it's like activating and like.
Well, no, you could press on it.
Press
You
it.
press on it, then
But it's
so
activated.
you'll be ready.
It's not motion
It's
censored.
not like it's like I know it's not motion censored where you just sit down and just.
Otherwise, like if you put your fucking hand up, it's just gonna feel you. No, it's you press a button and that's when it cleans you.
Oh, okay. Do you have like 2 seconds to like position or no? Or just
No, like,
automatically?
no, you turn it on yourself.
Yeah,
and then
it's-
you're ready, and then.
It's like when you fucking like turn on the faucet. You don't fucking it's
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
like you do it yourself. It's not
Sorry. Okay.
like it cleans your ass for you, but it doesn't clean your ass for you. You know?
When you went to Japan, were there a lot of bidets?
It was everywhere,
Everywhere.
even in the airport bathrooms.
Yeah, we're
It's
ghetto.
crazy, and they were all warm.
Mm-hmm. They're all used.
I
Most
actually,
people-
when I went to Japan, I did not use it.
You went to Japan?
Yeah.
These Japanese.
Just because I was like, I thought it was weird at the time, but she has one at her parents' house, and I used it for the first time. Crazy.
Life changing.
To quote Kumail Nanjiani, I did it at first to clean myself, but now I do it like I feel like myself again.
Oh, Jesus. Remember, this dude Zac Efron got ripped for his Baywatch role, and after that,
Never wants to do it again. Yeah.
no,
Never wants
he had
to
extreme
do it.
body dysmorphia. That's why he did the thing on his face.
Ah.
Mhm.
No, I thought he broke his jaw or something.
That's what people thought.
Oh, so it's not real?
Yeah. Wait, I don't know that.
Body dysmorphia was fucking tough. I'm pretty sure he got that shit because he was.
I know I have
That dude was a monster.
I thought, oh no.
I know I have like not to the point where I want to like physically like change myself besides working out, but I do have like slight bodies.
Dude, I watch Baki, man. I have extreme body dysmorphia.
Well, like look, you literally see each fucking muscle twitching. I would fucking too if I watched that. I'm probably watching that at some point.
Each muscle has its own steroid use.
And what is this? This is like 14.
Yeah, that's true.
He's 14, and he has like most muscles, and I have like wrinkles in my brain. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, body dysmorphia is a bitch though.
Boom. Yeah.
It counts. Number 9. Can I go 2 number 9s?
Two number 9, two number 9, two number 9. You know where that's from, right?
Yeah, fucking GTA.
Yeah. You ever played San Andreas, Jeremy?
Yeah, but I can't really like.
Remember like the
Yeah.
story?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that's one of the games where my older brothers would hog it. So I would only be able to just drive around for like 2 minutes and like, all right, let me get the controller back.
Oh man.
I remember I was playing that game like right before I was gonna go into kindergarten class.
At least you guys got to play it. I bought it. My dad returned it.
Because it was too much.
Yeah, because it said like 13 and plus. And I was like 10 or 9 at the time. It was like, nope, strippers.
What was the cup by the way?
And this guy cusses at me all the time. Huh?
What was the cup? Number 9?
Number 9.
What's your least favorite sex position?
That's a good one. I think missionary.
Missionary?
Yeah.
It's the most like basic.
Yeah, it's just do something. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I don't know, like it's okay. It's like a decent position, but it's not like a turn on. Like it's like just the main cause of sex, and it's like the inserting, like, oh, we're about to fuck and we're naked, like put it in, like you're in that position, you know, like starting off. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is from never mind. Yeah. So that's my least favorite.
No, never mind. We're here to go deep into it.
Alright, it's my least favorite position.
Well, it's least. Doesn't mean it's fucking like the worst.
Do you have any like turn ons that you see or like you hear of?
I'm looking at him.
Shit. This man, I'm gonna kiss you. I hate pork. Dislike pork. I eat ribs every now and then to like splurge, but that's like once or twice a year. Yeah. I think it's just ever since I've been like, I like learned about like macros and like just going to the gym a lot. Just foods. Like I ate a burger the other day and I just felt like shit. And I was craving that burger too before. Like I was thinking about it all day, and then I had it around like 5 p.m. It was just like an 8-ounce Angus beef patty with like cheese, tomatoes, onions, lettuce, mayonnaise, ketchup, and then just a side of fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Where'd you get it?
my job, the other job, yeah. Like we serve like top tier food, right? And just like
Even like eating that, kind of got you.
oh, I felt like shit, yeah. Because I'm used to eating like taro bowls or like rice bowls with chicken and like teriyaki and stuff. Just something healthier. I think so getting older. I don't give a fuck. Once you realize food is just energy, your mind turns into like a machine. Like you just eat whatever you feel like is right. Like you don't crave much anymore. Like I don't.
Nah, I get you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Hit his left.
Drink, motherfucker.
No. Cheers. Oh, number 8.
So missionary, huh?
Right. So, what's something that's not sexual that turns you on?
Not sexual? Oh. Feet. Oh, wait, no. Who's answering? You.
So feet.
No, not really. I was kidding.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
No, I have to think about it. What were you going to say?
No, I was gonna say like you.
It's like using your hands, you know? Like, at the end of the day, like, we're apes. Like, you know? Like, you know, scratch yourself with your foot, you do shit with your hands. I don't know. It's not bad, I guess. Not that I've tried it. Something not sexual that turns me on. No, I can't think of anything. I think it's like lashes and like face like proportion. Yeah, like chin proportion or like jaw proportion. I think that's like a big like.
Elaborate on that. Like jaw proportion. Does it have to be sharp? Does it have to be like a certain size?
Just soft and nice. Like not too sharp, but like not really as sharp, I guess. But like Yeah, like nice.
Something on the softer side.
Yes.
Something inviting. Something that'll tell you everything.
Something that's like feminine as hell. Yeah. Fuck. Drink.
Because you saw that was close.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Go Jira, get it for me. Yes, sir. What number? What card?
Okay. Oh, it's a card.
5.
5.
What's the dumbest thing you did for a girl you were interested in?
God, I really hope I didn't.
What did you do?
That's because like I've done so many dumb things.
You look like the good lover type.
I told her I loved her. Just kidding.
Oh, on the first date.
What is this? How I Met Your Mother?
I met your father.
I really liked this girl back in senior. And when I found out she liked another person, I did everything in my power to help her get with him.
Oh my god. Hey, that's not a bad move though, to play uninterested and to try. Like I think that came from a good spot.
Yeah, but it didn't. So like, and that relationship also ended badly though. And I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like at some point I should have just told myself that I liked her. You know?
Yeah.
In retrospect, I feel like for some reason back then I was like more of the self-sacrificial type, more just like if she's happy, I'm happy. But also like I get that whole mentality, but also like you also deserve to be happy too.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
you never know with those kind of situations. Maybe like she'll like you too.
you got a good heart, RJ. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. But before you swap,
I'll never do that again.
before you throw, I have a suggestion. We've answered a lot of these questions, and we had really good talks. But let's switch out teams. So it's Vienne versus Jeremy, and they'll finish the rest of the questions. What do you say?
Okay, no. Okay. So we'll have them switch out for us in shooting, but the questions still apply to us.
They apply to all 4 of us. How about that?
Depending on how personal they are.
Okay, well, makes sense.
God.
Yeah. Alright.
But I can gamble that they're funny ones.
Okay. If it's the funny ones, yes.
Let's go, team. Come on, champ. Come on. You failed me last time. Alright, so we got Vienne and Jeremy. They're going to be answering questions alongside us, but they're going to
If
be
they want to.
cast. If they want to.
It's mostly gonna be us.
Perfect.
It's mostly gonna be us.
Go ahead, man.
But if they want to answer, they can answer.
Straight for the thing.
Whoa!
Nice.
Alright.
It's a card.
Think which pile, Jeremy?
Alright, Manny. Call someone you admire and tell them why you appreciate them.
I gotta
Put
make
it
the
on
call.
speaker. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. I didn't think it was gonna be an active question.
I know.
Alex, what are you doing? I just want to say I appreciate you and I love you. And everyone loves you too. We're all here for you, okay? All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night, man. Thank you. Bye. Oh.
Like compromise.
You gotta do 50 push-ups.
I can't do it.
Not right now.
No, I can't do this.
I will.
Let's go. Oh, Vienne's kicking his ass.
Yeah.
No.
Hell yeah.
Alright, Manny. Is there a feeling you miss?
I miss being with somebody. Like, I miss that relationship part.
Mm-hmm.
It's a change, you know, when you go from taking the single. It feels weird. But I mean, I've been single most of my life, so it's not like something I can't adapt to. It just kind of sucks.
Miss being a kid.
That too, yeah. We all do,
Me and
man.
Vienne talk about that all the time, where
Yeah.
you have just no worries when you're a kid. Just,
What do you guys miss the most? Like specifically?
like I said, like just not worrying about anything, just waking up, going to school, seeing friends, and Shit, just having fun, playing tag.
Family members that were there before but aren't anymore, type of deal. That too.
How about you, Maya?
I feel like I was always kind of like anxiety, but there were different extents. So when you were growing up as a kid, your biggest worry was like, oh, does my crush like me back, and not like, oh my god, do I have enough money to pay for fucking
To live.
yeah.
Basically.
I don't gotta work every week to pay for this or that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that's the beauty in life that we'll regret missing.
That's cool. Can I cause him? Come on, Bukaki, get over here.
All right, 6.
Huh?
Oh, shit, carried, right? 6.
What's the dumbest way you fumbled the bag? And by that was merciless. Fuck, there's huh?
I know his.
Oh, okay, I thought you know mine. I was like, when did I tell you? I don't know. I feel like I fumbled the bag with a lot of girls not realizing that they like me.
No, they just fumbled.
Because I don't know. It was like in retrospect, it was like really obvious, but I was like too focused on just one girl that I didn't realize there was another one that was actually interested in me, rather than me going for someone that didn't deserve what I was putting out. But if I were just say something specific,
So I like this guy, and I was a total like tomboy before, and then he moved schools. We used to like do shit like pass notes to each other in class and stuff, but I never thought he liked me because he was always around this other girl, and I thought she was super pretty, like a girl's girl. So I was like, you know, like he wouldn't like me. I just didn't admire him from a distance or whatever. But when he moved to a different school, his best friend at the time was like, hey, and I've never talked to him before. But right when, like, after he moved, his friend was like, this guy would not stop talking about me. And I was like, no fucking way. And I literally was, like, questioning my whole existence. He came back to my school when I went to high school. So he went to my high school, and I was like, oh my god, this is my chance. He didn't feel the same way as I did. So it was like, fuck.
We all fumbled the bag.
Yeah. But whatever. Because if I didn't fumble the bag, then I wouldn't have Jeremy.
there you go. Alright, so I've actually told this story on podcast before. So I'm not gonna say no, I'm just kidding. So basically what happened was our apartments had this whole thing called the program. And it was just basically us getting together and doing homework. Like it was basically like a tutoring center.
Same age groups?
Same age groups around. Me and John used to like really frequent. Like me, John, and obviously Kenneth, his little brother, would always frequent. And sometimes we'd have like field trips that involved other mid-pen like apartments that were not around the area, but like just part of the whole situation. Because like our entire thing is like mid-pen housing, you know. And I remember for one of the field trips, John wasn't able to go, or Kenneth, and it was Monterey Bay for him. And I ended up meeting this girl named Marianne at that field trip, and we kind of ended up clicking, like to the point where one of the little kids was like, "Is she gonna be your girlfriend?" You know, that kind of deal. I was in middle school at the time, so I was just like, I know I was about to beat the shit out of that kid.
Can I see you over here for a second?
He's like, hey, so you see that shark right there? Like, and I just remember we ended up like really clicking, but nothing really like presumed after that until a later field trip happened that involved us going to San Jose State. And at this point in time, John was there, Kenneth was there, and I was just like, oh, it'll be funny if I end up seeing this girl again. And lo and fucking behold, she is like literally at the end of the hallway. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
it was like something out of a fucking movie. I was just like, oh my god, I thought this would never happen again. You know?
Nani?
And it was crazy. And we ended up like talking as usual. It was like we never there was never that point in time where like we didn't talk to each other. It was like months in between, but it didn't feel like that. And at one point, part of the field trip, we were downtown, and we ended up going to this movie theater and ended up watching Oz the Great and Powerful. I remember this movie specifically because at one point John fell fucking asleep. And like the movie starts as black and white, and he woke up. He's like, "What the fuck is it color?" like it just turned to color out of nowhere when he went into the Oz world. And I just remember the entire time, me and Marianne were just like kind of just like she was around my arm. She was like watching the whole movie. It was just like all that cutesy shit, and like John was like, "Yeah," her girl was like, "Yeah," and I was just like, "Yeah." And it was really nice. It was like kind of like my first experience when it comes to like the whole dating scene. And I was like in middle school and shit. And I remembered I fumbled so fucking hard that as we were leaving, we ended up going our separate ways. Me with my group, Marianne with hers. And I remember John was like, "Hey, go get her number. And
John.
yeah, I was really inclined, but she was so fucking far away. And I was already friends with her friend on Facebook who was like a guy. And I was like, "Oh, I'll just find her on Facebook." Never did, never found her on Facebook, never really saw her again until years later. I was like in my second year at Wingstop, and I was running the cashier. And this girl comes up to the counter, super familiar. I'm just like, I feel like I've seen you before. And I was just like, wait, there's no fucking way. And I look at the name of the card she gives me, and it says Mariette.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, oh shit. But then I saw like on her hand was a ring.
Oh my god.
You should have cut that finger off.
And yeah, I was just like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like I wasn't at the end of the day, I wasn't sure and like whether that was her or not, but even if it was, I'm happy that she ended up finding her happy.
The fact that you looked at the card number gave you the hunch, so I feel like it was her. Yeah.
Why is that so sad?
Nah, yeah, John hates this story because he's like, fuck.
I know.
He's like, that was your love story. I'm like, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, damn. Y'all are down on one cup?
Yep. Go ahead, baby.
The final countdown. Da-da-da-da. Damn, RJ. Fucking A. You're like in a sitcom, my dude. No, not a sitcom.
Yeah.
But a love movie.
Damn.
I'm in a movie and it's a horror.
It's a porno. The casting couch.
Huh?
Oh. Oh. Close.
Back.
Backhand back. Come on, Bob. You got this.
I like how big Jared's looking.
Oh, shit.
That's true.
I know, right? But yours is a big chiller. Do you sleep with you sometimes?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's cute. My dogs hate me.
Yeah, it's only sometimes and it's very rare. Just say your name.
But Jared, come here. I don't know. Oh. Number 10.
Does she get a rebuttal or we're done?
Alright,
we'll answer one question. She gets a rebuttal.
Alright.
What's okay.
You're fine. 310.
Hey. Oof. What's something you regret from your last relationship? And that's towards me, I guess.
Being in it. No, just-
Having another relationship. If anything, if I had something I would regret from that last relationship, and honestly, there isn't really anything. It's just I wish I was able to take it out. I wish I was able. I wish I was able to take her out on more dates, you know, before we decided to call it.
No wonder you guys went up and down on this. That's your butt.
Yeah.
You okay? Good.
Oh, no, I just got a bloody nose.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, shit.
You okay? All right. If she makes this number 4, Manny has to answer a question, but we'll be done with the game.
Close. GG, Jeremy.
Let's see what was it supposed to be.
Relax.
You guys want to know the last question?
Relax knocks everything over me.
What was it? Last question, if Vienne were to make it, was
Maybe Jeremy?
No.
Oh, Vienne is.
Do you suck toes?
Narc.
Nar.
Narc.
Narwhal.
No one sucks
Swimming
toes
in
here?
the ocean.
No one will suck toes here?
No, that's weird. Only if they run 5 miles an hour.
That's oddly specific.
Really?
Very interesting.
Only if they're drenched in sweat, I would. If she ran a marathon and she was on the Stairmaster for 2 hours straight.
Will I die from this alcohol?
Go ahead, go. I'll twerk while you do it.
Will she be on the Stairmaster? Find out next time on the next episode of Drunk Talks and Empty Thoughts. Thank you guys for listening. Remember to follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, on everything. And remember, guys, stay hydrated. Love y'all and have a good night. See you guys next week.